Are you going to hand us your license?
Turn around and follow me. For what reason?
Are you going to hand
Okay, so what reason you follow me for?
All right.
You see, you can't answer me then.
Out the car. Don't run out.
What are you holding me for, man? I ain't doing that.
Are you refusing to identify yourself? If you refuse to identify yourself, you're going to jail for resisting. Okay?
Your name?
Officer Ross. Now, I've told you multiple times to identify yourself because you're on a traffic stop.
That's not a law.
Failure to do so, this is my third time.
2 routine traffic stops that take a sharp turn. What should have been simple conversations quickly escalate into tense standoffs, all because of one key decision: refusing to cooperate. In today's video, we're breaking down 2 real encounters where things spiral fast and what we can actually learn from them. It starts off like something officers deal with every day. Driver is pulled over for allegedly rolling past a stop sign and speeding through a parking lot. The officer gives a clear instruction: please have a seat back in the car. But instead of complying, the driver immediately pushes back. He questions the reason for the stop. He challenges the officer's authority, and most importantly, he refuses to provide identification.
Hey, have a seat back in the car. Have a seat back in the car.
For what?
You just been pulled over.
For what?
You disregarded the stop sign over there. You're driving extremely fast in a parking lot.
Don't come up here.
All right, have a seat back in the car.
I'm not playing with the line stuff.
Have a seat. You stopped after the line,
It's too early
and you're
for it.
driving way too fast.
Fast for what? I just stopped at the stop sign.
Have a seat back in the car.
I'm not coming out. I'm in the car.
All right. Let me see your driver's license, registration, prevention for disregarding a stop sign.
No.
Yes.
You cannot follow me.
You have
from
2
the
options.
store.
You give me your driver's license, you go to jail.
You cannot follow me from the store and then come quiet here to try to tell me you want my license. For what? What I did?
Okay, last chance. You go to jail,
What I did?
disregarded a stop sign.
Come on, man. Stop making up no lies, man.
No, I'm not making it up. You stopped after the line.
What do you mean stop after the line? What? Come on, man.
The line at the stop
It's
sign.
too early for that. Look at the time.
Okay, last opportunity.
You have no reason to pull me over.
License, registration, insurance.
You have no reason to pull me over.
Okay.
Listen, so like you said, this is your final opportunity. We stopped you for a lawful reason, whether you believe it or not. That's beyond the question.
You did not.
We stopped you for a lawful reason,
did not.
and right now we're requesting that you identify yourself.
Now here's where things begin to escalate. The officer explains the violation again and gives a clear choice: provide identification or face arrest, but the driver doubles down. From his perspective, he believes he did nothing wrong. From the officer's perspective, the stop is lawful and the refusal becomes the issue. And that's the turning point.
You did not stop me.
If
for
you
the
refuse
local
to identify yourself, you will be placed in handcuffs.
You can't follow me and say
So,
you stopped
are
me
you
for
gonna-
love.
are you gonna-
Man, I passed you right at the store.
Are you
and
going to hand us your
turn around
license?
and follow me. For what
Are
reason?
you going to hand
Okay,
it?
so what reason you follow me for?
All right.
See, you can't answer me then.
Out the car. Don't run out.
What are you holding me for, man? I ain't doing that.
What started as a traffic stop for a minor violation now shifts into something bigger: failure to comply with a lawful order. Within moments, backup gets involved. The situation becomes more tense, and the driver is eventually placed in handcuffs.
I didn't do that, man. My baby in the car, man.
Just handcuff him. Yep.
I didn't do that, you know. Okay. Whoa. Nothing wrong. So you like to beat people? Okay. I got my firearm on my
Let's go grab your son.
Can I get this girl my keys? Yeah, I got my firearm here. I give her my keys. She can next vehicle right there. That's my medicine. I got my stuff on this side.
Bro, turn around and face the car.
I'm just telling you what.
You don't need to tell me anything.
Oh,
Give us a second.
What was that?
Got a signature.
Alright, he said he has one.
There's no reason to put me. Consent to no search and seizures. I'm under arrest.
Yes, you are under arrest.
I'm under arrest for
Obstruction.
obstruction of what?
Failure to identify.
There's no that stuff that I can take. Go ahead.
Do you have anything on you? Anything illegal?
No question.
Go ahead and take your sandals off. Lift your left leg.
Not once again.
Three sandals on. Three sandals on.
I need that.
Yeah, you're gonna get it.
And this one too on the floor.
Yeah, you're gonna go in here first.
You tell me I'm gonna get it, but you leave it out there. Though.
Yeah, you're not gonna grab it. We're gonna grab it.
Oh, okay.
You gotta open this way. Left foot.
This situation highlights a key reality. Even if someone disagrees with a stop, roadside arguments rarely end in their favor. Traffic stops are not the place where disputes get resolved. That happens later, through proper legal channels. By refusing to identify himself, the driver turned a citation-level situation into an arrest. He was ultimately charged with careless driving, failure to stop, and resisting without violence. Now let's look at the second case, and this one takes a very different angle. An officer pulls over a vehicle for expired registration, missing tag lights. Again, a standard traffic stop. The officer calmly asks for identification, but this driver responds with a legal argument, claiming there's no crime without an injured party.
Hi, how you doing? I'm Officer Ross with the Orlando Police Department. Do you have a license on you, boss?
Is there a reason to stop?
So 1, your tag is expired, and 2, that you don't have tail lights on your tag.
Yeah. You do know the law, right?
Yes, that's why I stopped you.
It's called corpus delicti. There must be an injured party for a crime to be committed. You carry a bond for that reason.
So I stopped you on a traffic stop, sir. I'm not going to ask you again to identify yourself, okay? Do you have a license?
If you would please call your supervisor.
Foxtrot 35, can I get a 45-minute supervisor?
This belief leads him to refuse identification multiple times. He insists the stop is invalid. He requests a supervisor and continues repeating legal phrases that don't actually apply to traffic law enforcement. Now, to be clear, people can question officers and ask for supervisors, but refusing lawful orders while doing so changes everything.
Sir, I'm going to ask you one more time to identify yourself. At this point, I told you the 2 reasons that I stopped you today, okay? You don't have any lights on your plate, and then it's expired. I'm now asking you to identify yourself. Now you're refusing twice.
The officer gives multiple warnings. Identify yourself or face arrest for resisting. Even after a supervisor arrives and confirms the violations, the driver continues refusing. At this point, officers move forward with removal from the vehicle. The driver remains calm but still non-compliant. And just like in the first case, that refusal becomes the deciding factor. He's detained and later charged with resisting an officer without violence. operating a vehicle without a valid license.
No crime has been committed.
Are you refusing to identify yourself? If you refuse to identify yourself, you're going to jail for resisting. Okay? Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
What's your name?
Officer Ross.
And
Now, I've told you multiple times to identify yourself because you're on a traffic stop.
that's not a law.
Failure to do so, this is my third time. You need to ID yourself.
And that's not a law.
Okay.
And you can carry a bond for that reason. Each violation costs you $250,000. So now, I'll gladly get out and go with you, but best believe I'm going after that bond.
Okay. So you're not going to give me any sort of identification, nothing.
There's no crime committed.
Okay.
So
So you don't want to identify yourself.
I'm waiting on your supervisor.
Okay. Take the driver's license. Here, what on? What direction? Okay.
You the supervisor?
No, they're on the way.
And what's your name and badge number?
38895. Officer Lawrence. Can you do me a favor and turn the car off for us? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you, sir.
And you said your name and badge number was what?
Officer Ross 38467.
All right, thank you. As I told her, no crime has been committed. The crime is called corpus delicti. If there's no injured party, no crime has been committed. Can't attach a fee. Can't use license, registration, insurance, any of that. That's called res judicata. Anything passed down from the Supreme
You have the
Court
supervisor
stands
to your
for
right.
all 50 states.
How you doing, man?
Yes, sir. You supervisor?
Yep, what's up?
And what's your name and badge number?
Corporal Aaron Wilkins, 38339.
So I asked you
Yep.
if they know the law, because of course the law states ignorance of the law is no excuse.
Okay, so what's your question?
So I asked her why she stopped.
Yep.
She said tag.
Okay.
That's not a crime. The crime is corpus delicti.
Okay.
No injured party, no crime has been committed.
Okay, so instead of 40 cam expired tags,
Sorry?
is it expired tag? Okay. So you have 2 violations of Florida state statute and your vehicle's in Florida. So those are 2 violations. You can stand here and argue with me. Here's the deal. You're going to step out of the car and you're going to identify yourself. And if you refuse those 2 things, you're going to go to jail. You got it?
Okay, so now,
Okay. They're giving you a lawful order to get out of the vehicle. And if you refuse to get out of the vehicle, you're going to go to jail.
listen, understand
Okay.
now, if we're going to do that, then I'm going after everybody's bond, okay?
That's fine. Go ahead.
All right.
Open up the vehicle. Open up the vehicle.
You said what?
Open up the vehicle.
Okay.
You can open it because your door is not working. Let me get your hand.
All right. You want to take the phone too?
Yep. Go to the back.
Okay.
Do you move to Florida?
I'm sorry?
Are you moving to Florida? Or are you just visiting?
I moved
How long have you been in Florida?
3 months.
Do you have a Florida license? Or no? No. Do you work in Florida?
Well, we'll see about that now, won't we?
Well, this doesn't mean you're going to jail. Alright?
All right.
We just gotta conduct our investigation. You're refusing to identify yourself, so we'll go through there.
I haven't committed a crime.
Okay.
Okay, put your right here.
Okay.
Is this car registered to you?
No.
No. Okay.
Turn around for me. You got anything on you that's gonna poke me, stick me? No. That's important. Wind might blow that away.
You want to grab a little bag?
I got you. I got you.
Put it in the back, George. This your only pair of pants? Just underwear underneath? Same. Swift. Toy. Like that? Oh, okay. Nothing else on here. Put you in the car. Oops, sorry, man. If you want to come out and turn your butt the other way, it might work a little better. There you go. And just scoot back that.
Both of these situations had something in common. The initial reason for the stop was relatively minor. The escalation came from refusal to comply. It's important to understand. Officers are allowed to request identification during lawful stops. Disagreements don't cancel legal obligations in the moment, and refusing orders can quickly turn a simple stop into an arrest. This isn't about taking sides, it's about understanding how quickly situations can change. What do you think? Were these situations avoidable or justified? Drop your thoughts in the comments, but keep it respectful. And if you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more real-world analysis. Stay safe and stay informed. Appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed this one, you'll definitely want to see the next case. Just click on another video title. She refused to step out. Then everything went wrong. And keep watching.